Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? It's a Tuesday as I drop these cards, but please know that whenever you find this reading, no matter what week you find it on, it's always going to be for the next 7 days. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you in all the ways that you love this channel. Thank you so much for doing that. So I'm here. What is this, right? Elsie, I just clicked on your video for the first time. What's going on here? Well, this is a reading that I do once a week. It comes out on a Monday or a Tuesday, and I do for all the signs. I read for a couple of minutes on all of the signs, right from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything down below in the description, so you can just scroll along this video and find what you need. But please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. I say it every time, and a lot of you are already watching for your sun, moon, and your rising. You do not have to be an astrologer to find your sun, moon, and your rising. Natal charts are free everywhere. All right, so I'm going to start with Aries. We are going to go through to Pisces. Feel free to skip around as needed. Here we go. We're starting off with Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's coming up this week. It's your sneak peek for this week, Aries. Let's find out what's coming up for you this week, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries for this week, please. All right, Aries, we've got the Tower. There's some change coming for you, my friend. A shocking sort of upheaval, something that you are not expecting here. But I want to say that although you're not expecting it to fall this week, I feel like you've been holding this together for a while. I feel like you have been avoiding change. You're trying to sidestep the Tower, Aries. You're strong, but not strong enough to fight the universe. Although you would try. All right, we've got the Two of Wands here. So it feels like you are fighting the urge to make some sort of a decision, my friend. Some sort of a passionate decision. I've got one sticking out the bottom here. All right. Look, for some of you, the Tower is falling on the Ace of Cups. For others of you, I feel like you are taking a different path in love, but you're fighting yourself. It might be that it feels like you're trying to hold it all together. You don't want the Tower to fall. And I say to you that, like I said, you're strong, but not that strong. You cannot hold together this upheaval, this change, this shocking change that is coming to your life this week. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, right? So it's not for everybody. The Tower does sort of strike fear in the hearts of some because not everybody is ready for the change, and the Tower doesn't care if you're ready. The universe knows that when it's time for the Tower to fall, for the illusion to fall to the ground, it is what it is. It is time for that. I feel like what brings the Tower down for you this week, Aries, is some sort of information you come upon. It feels like this information, with the Page of Swords being present, as Page of Swords is the student, it feels like the reason that you are back at the crossroads wondering if you should pick another path in love is because of the King of Wands. It feels like this is you, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. It is somebody who is feeling inspired to get out of the dead zone. We've got the Four of Cups here, right? It feels like you've been in this place where maybe you've been protecting yourself, protecting your emotional energy, but it's becoming redundant and boring. And I've said this before, it's like Groundhog Day, right? You're not really giving away your love. You're not accepting love. It's a place where you're kind of by yourself. And the Four of Cups, of course, has its own advantages. We all need to be in the Four of Cups at some point. But I want to say that you are in the Four of Cups when the Tower falls. I don't think that you're expecting it. It has something to do with the Ace of Cups. Let's figure out what that is. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, please. Or maybe we'll look at the Tower first. Yeah, Charlie said we should probably start with the Tower. Let's do that. Charlie's my guide, by the way. So we've got the Tower, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me why this is here for Aries this week, please. We've got the Four of Swords. So there is some sort of a healing that's going on here. I want to say that something has come to light, and it's not something that you wanted to hear, but something that I feel you knew was a rumble in the distance. We have the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords. It's like something you saw, or the Five of Swords being together. It's like an argument that brings on the Tower. For all of you, it's going to be different, right? We've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Look, I feel the Tower is a realization. A realization that the place that you are right now, the job, the house, the relationship, the marriage, whatever it is not the place that you want to be forever. It's not the happy place. It's not your wish fulfillment. It feels like the Tower comes in as a realization and makes you see things exactly for what they are. I think that you, Aries, have been spending some time by yourself thinking about things. I want to say that the Tower and the Hermit showing up at the Nine of Cups tells me that you're about to take some sort of a step forward, or you were about to take some sort of a step forward, but it's a realization that I feel that you get clarity in the Four of Swords, that the Nine of Cups is in the reverse. That maybe this is something that you have kind of gone over the details of here with the Virgo energy present, trying to find whatever it is that's in the gut that's telling you no. I feel like the Tower, it's like you've been having whispers about something that is not right. It just doesn't sit right with you. And I feel like the realization for you comes this week, whatever that is for you. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. You know, there is 4 and 1 is 5. So there is some sort of regret from the past of some sort of a sadness here. That's what it feels like. We've got one that's flipped. One more, please, for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. There it is. All right. I'm just going to take them out because they're all flipped up here. So we've got Temperance. We've got the 6 of Swords. You've been patient in a situation, in a love situation. You've been patient about the Ace of Cups. It feels like you've been patient and trying to resolve this energy of the only way that I'm going to get any balance here, or I'm going to heal this, is if I move forward. Moving forward means transformation, though, and I feel like the Tower is here for all of that. Look, I feel like this week for you, Aries, is going to be a tough one. I'm just going to say it out loud. It's going to be a tough one. It's a time that something is going to end, but please understand that something ends so something can begin. And I feel like it's a situation. That's what I'm feeling. A situation that you're in, a situation that you've been trying to stay in, even though your gut has been telling you not to stay there. It feels like there is some sort of a sadness in the 4 of Wands. So for some of you, it could be a recent relationship. It could be, I feel like this 4 of Wands here and the 5 of Cups here is telling me that there's past regrets about some sort of a relationship or a sturdy, stable relationship that you were in that didn't work out. It feels like it came to an end, right? We have the Death card and the 4 of Wands up here together. It feels like you had to move on to something, or you are going to have to move on to something. This is future energy here. So it feels like your gut has been telling you to go, but you've been ignoring your gut. But there is some sort of information that's coming up this week that is going to help you make your decision to go. And that's the Page of Swords energy. So either you've been watching someone, snooping in on someone, or the Page of Swords is just telling me that there is some sort of an idea that comes to light. Something is being revealed to you, and it's causing a Tower. Tell me about the Page of Swords here. We've got the 8 of Cups. We've got the Judgment card, and we've got the 5 of Wands. It feels as though somebody here is making a really big decision to walk away from something. And that's why the 2 of Wands is here. It's a really big decision with Judgment here. Virgo and Pisces energy. It's a situation that's going to change your life. I feel like for some of you, it is that you will be walking away or disconnecting from something emotional. We do have the Judgment card and the 8 of Cups. So it feels like the decision is, I need to walk away. And it might be because of the 5 of Wands, indecision, or there's competition. It does feel like somebody is in a serious relationship and is having doubts about that serious relationship. It's like, this is a place where I felt like I should be, but it also feels like a place where you're bored, a place that isn't giving you all the excitement of the Ace of Cups. It feels like it's already in Groundhog Day, this relationship. And I don't think it's very old. I feel like this is something that's fairly new. I'm going to say within the last 6 or 8 months. That's what it feels like. The King of Wands, tell me why the King of Wands is here. It feels like you're inspired to step forward here. You're taking inspired action of what here? That there's a realization or a breakthrough moment here. You are being encouraged by the universe with all these major arcanas, being encouraged by the universe to see something, to see it for what it actually is. And when you do see it for what it actually is, when this information comes to light that you didn't see before, I think it's going to cause you to walk away. And I don't believe that the person that you're with is terrible or awful or bad. I feel, or the situation, take it as it resonates. I don't think it's terrible, but I really feel like with the sun here this week, you see the situation exactly for what it is here. There is someone here that you did not pick. I feel you have a choice, or you need to make a choice between two people. There's someone else who's on your mind here. The Six of Swords tells me that you are moving toward, it's sort of inevitable with the death showing up here. When the major arcanas are here, the major arcanas are showing up in your life regardless of what you want to happen. This is happening. The major arcanas come at you and you get to respond or react, that's all. But the Six of Swords moving toward the Death card tells me you're moving toward transformation. And it's transformation. It's like it's going to heal something from your past that's keeping you from moving forward. It feels like you've had a realization about someone who is a deep soul connection. Because I feel like whatever you're in, maybe you're thinking about them at work, or whatever the situation is that has become redundant or old or boring, I feel like your gut's been telling you for a while that this is not the situation for you, and that it's time to move on and make a different decision. Yeah, it's time to go, my friend. The Chariot's here. We do have the Ace of Wands. It's something that excites you. Look, the Ace of Cups is a great place to be, but I feel like this Ace of Cups belongs to some sort of a healing that you've gone through, and a realization about moving on towards something that is going to be really exciting going forward. So I feel like it could be something to do with a commitment, or the Four of Wands. I feel be careful that there is some old energy hanging around that you haven't cleared up yet, regarding something that happened in the past that you think that it's just going to be a repeat for the future. So be careful with that energy this week, but I do feel that you will experience a tower, and the tower is going to bring a realization for you, Aries, that the place that you're at right now is not the place you want to be forever. And it's going to change a lot of things. Look, when the tower and the Judgment card show up, this is hard, quick change, a decision that you make because of a realization or a revelation that you've had. And it is time for things to change, my friend. This will be a week for change for you. All right, Taurus, here we are, my bull gang. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. Let's take a look at you. The sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up with Taurus, please. In this week. This is the sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, please. Taurus, there is some sort of a very serious conversation or a decision that you need to make with great clarity here. Something is on the top of your mind, something you've been thinking about. We have the Chariot in the reverse. You're stuck here in your thoughts, Taurus. You're not moving anywhere, but you're stuck on this thought this week. And this thought is about, why is this person holding back? Or why am I holding back? Take it as it resonates. It feels like it's a cerebral week for you. We do have the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy. We do have the King of Swords, who is Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini in this reading. And then we have the Strength card, which is Leo. Some of you may have a Leo watching you. Taurus, I feel like your energy so far here is the King of Swords. I think you are up in your head about a Leo, about a Cancer. You might have to choose between them, cut one out. I want to say that if it is two people, the Cancer is not making any advances toward you. The Cancer is stuck. The Cancer is not doing anything. But you do have the Leo looking at you, but the Leo is holding back, so here you reside, right? In the King of Swords energy, stuck in your head. I feel like you're stuck in your thoughts here. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. So you've been here for a while, waiting for someone to arrive from the past, I believe. The Knight of Pentacles is looking into the past, and so is the Chariot, by the way. We do have, you're moving on from the past, from waiting here. I like it. Taurus, good job. You are moving away from this. It's too chaotic to wait to think, to be stuck in your thoughts, to wait and wait for somebody to show up here. For some of you, you may be moving toward this. You may be moving toward this strength here. The Leo energy, we do have Scorpio energy that has arrived. Look, this is a realization this week, Taurus, that the Tower is here. This is something you're not expecting, Taurus. It is something that is going to change everything, and it's not going to be fun. I feel like there is a Tower coming this week that is going to cause you to move on from being stuck in your thoughts here. I feel like you've been stuck in your thoughts about a situation from the past, something that you've been waiting for years that is taking too long. Some of you might be waiting for a Cancer who's not moving anywhere, but I want to say with this energy, your thoughts are stuck. You're not moving anywhere because you're still connected or thinking about this person from the past. And as long as you have that energy with you, Taurus, from the past, you cannot make room for more energy. Why? Because your back is to the future. Your back is to the future. You're going to have to have a breakthrough in thinking here in order to be able to move forward. I feel like that's what the Tower is for here. It's a shakedown. Yeah. It feels like the universe is pulling this Tower for you or dropping this Tower for you because it's something that you need to move on finally, Taurus. You cannot continue to think that you're moving forward when your back is to everything and everything is like, I feel like you're looking into the past for some of you. It's not for all of you. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates, and if it's not your reading, it's okay. But let's take a look at the Six of Swords because I feel like you have decided to take what you've learned here. And you've decided to dislodge yourself from some sort of a stuck pattern of thinking. You've been waiting for some sort of truth or honesty from someone, and they just are not arriving, Taurus, and that's the truth of it. The Six of Swords brings us the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You might be waiting on a fire sign who is not showing up. Someone who really doesn't care if you're waiting. Someone who is, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this person's not taking action. They're more about themselves. They really don't care if you've been waiting. They really don't care if they've got you stuck. They just don't care if you're stuck in this energy or not. The Queen of Wands is self-serving and someone who just doesn't have their eye on you, Taurus. I feel like this is whatever it is making you move forward here. It feels like you finally make a decision about this Queen of Wands in the reverse. They could be a fire sign, but they could be someone who is in the energy of being quite selfish, not caring about you, caring about themselves. Now, this person is very attractive, and I think that you're attracted to them physically, but inwardly, this person doesn't really care about you. They're here to get what they want, and I think you finally made a decision about this person. Tell me what the decision is, please, for Taurus. You've decided that you are going to take inspired action to move away from this. It's a decision that you know who you are, Taurus. You know that that you sit on this throne. You know, and it doesn't matter what had tried to kill you, or it just made you stronger. It feels like you've been through enough with this person. They've hurt you enough. You've been through enough. You've decided to take your power back. Taurus, the King of Wands, is someone who is who's going to move forward intuitively. This is a person who is inspired to take a step forward. And I feel like you're not going to take no for an answer. I feel like you have decided, I don't need to put up with the Queen of Wands in reverse. I have the energy of the King of Wands in the upright. And it feels like this is the decision you make to move forward here. Tell me about... I think that the Strength card is telling me that you've been holding back from moving on because I feel like you're stuck on the passion of this person. You may have physical passion with them, memories about that, and you can't disconnect from that, or you're very attracted to them, or you're stuck to the idea of, I wish it could be different. But it's not different, Taurus. It's not. Tell me why the Tower's here, please. It can only be one way, and this is the truth, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. Look, everything works out beautifully for you. I feel like the Tower that comes this week for you, Taurus, is a realization that you need to move on from being stuck in your thoughts about someone who could be a Cancer, a Leo, someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, possibly Scorpio. But I feel like the Tower is here to bail you out, Taurus. We do have the Hierophant. It's a realization that you deserve more. It's a realization that you have finally learned a lesson. And the lesson is, I am worth all of it. I am worth the Ace of Pentacles. I am worth all of it. And you know your worth, my friend. The universe knows your worth as well. And it's love that drops the Tower. It's love. That's the reason why the Tower is here. It comes to clear all of the energies that never served you, Taurus. The energy of the Ten of Wands. It feels like you're dropping these burdens. You're realizing your worth. The lesson here has been learned. I feel like once the Tower falls, you realize your worth and that it's time to move on from whatever this is. You could be stuck on an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. I'm going to leave that for right there, Taurus. It feels like you are having some sort of a really big awakening this week, that there are other energies in your past that you need to leave in the past. The Six of Swords tells me that you need to just leave it in the past and move along. It's not going to work out, Taurus. It's not going to work out. You're going to stay stagnant in that energy. All right, here we go, Gemini. This is you. How are you, Gemini? Thank you so much for clicking here, my friends. I appreciate you so, so much. Here we go, Gemini. Let's take a look. Your sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your energy for this week. Libra. Sorry, not Libra. Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? Maybe you're dealing with a Libra this week. Let's find out what's going on. Let's talk about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I would have freaked out if that was the Justice card. It's the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this week is one of balance, one that's going to be really busy for you, one where you're being reminded to stay in balance, regardless of the decisions that you got to make that are kind of swirling around you here. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Why is that? Gemini, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Tower. Look, first three hands is the Tower. There's so much changing. The rumble in the distance, right? It feels like there is so much that is about to change this week. Here we go. Gemini, I feel like there is a long-term relationship that is barely in balance, I want to say. And this is the week where it all comes to a point of truth. The Tower is here. There is going to be a change and an upheaval here, my friend, that you're not expecting. It is a shocking conversation. It's a conversation that comes up between you and somebody that you may be entangled in a long-term relationship with. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse with the Tower tells me that this conversation might be about, do we bother staying together? If it is a relationship for you, there is some sort of communication that comes in that rocks your world. And with the Five of Swords here, it feels like it's an argument, or we drop our swords and go, or we have fundamental differences that we can't come to an agreement on. It feels like there is a tower that falls during this argument, and you gain some clarity here on a relationship that I feel that is just barely holding on. You are going to have to make some decisions this week, and it's going to be because of some sort of realization, an aha moment, or something that's coming up here. Tell me about, it's like something you didn't know is coming to light, my friend. We do have the Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands. It's a surprise. It's something that, you don't expect is coming here. The surprise, I believe, is a realization of the Ace of Cups, one that's been on your mind for a while. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups tells me that you are not feeling somebody, it could be you, it could be the other person, take it as it resonates, but somebody is sending you a message or speaking with you this week about not feeling like some sort of situation is going to work out. It feels like we've been sort of forcing it or trying to keep in balance with it. The Two of Cups is a decision. The Two of Pentacles is the decision. The Two of Pentacles is your reminder to try and stay in the present moment as the Tower falls. It does feel like the Tower falls in the midst of an argument with somebody here. And the Page of Cups tells me that it's a surprise. You didn't expect that this fight would break out, but it brings up some truths. You know, when people sometimes are in an argument and they blurt things out, it sometimes is like they've been waiting a long time to say that, and that's how this feels. It feels like somebody's been waiting for a long time to just tell you exactly how they feel about you, and I don't think that it's good. I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Tower here, that this argument causes this Tower, which surprises you because you thought you were completely, totally in love with this person, and maybe you are. Ace of Cups says so, but the Nine of Swords tells me that all of a sudden you become worried about this messenger. You become worried because it's like, it's out of nowhere. It's a shock. It's out of nowhere. The Page of Wands is out of nowhere. I didn't plan to say this. It just came out. And it's like something that somebody's been thinking about for a while. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Star. And we have the Devil. So I want to say that this has been gurgling under the surface for a while. This is somebody who you have taken to the next level. So either you live together or you're planning on living together. Maybe you're planning on buying a house together. It feels like maybe there's been an engagement or the hope that we can move in together or the hope that we can take this energy to the next level. But the Devil is here. And I feel like that's the craw in your bonnet. I want to say that's the bee in your bonnet, that the Devil is here and it causes arguments and fights. Now, we might be fighting about some sort of toxicity. It could be about alcohol, too much drinking. It could be too much partying. It could be something that is very toxic. I feel it's like a fight that breaks out because it's like, we can't do this again. We can't keep doing this thing obsessively. There has to be some hope that we can change the situation. With the Devil here, we've got Capricorn energy. We've got Aquarius energy as well. It feels like we have to have a talk about healing our misgivings or healing this toxicity or healing this thing that we keep doing obsessively. We have to talk about that before we take it to the next level. Tell me about the Two of Cups and the the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody here is not completely sold on the idea that they want to move forward, but it's based on past energy, Gemini. It's based on thoughts from the past and fears that things aren't going to work out. Somebody it feels like they want to back out of a commitment of some sort because of past regrets. Because of things, they feel like things are going to just turn out in the future the way things have turned out in the past here. And see, someone's still holding on to those past regrets. So it feels like you're trying to move this thing forward, but they're holding on to past regrets, and that's why they're not totally sold on this. Tell me more about the Tower. The Tower is going to cause heartbreak and an ending, my friend, and I feel like you might have known this. The King of Swords is here. Somebody is coming out with their sword. The King of Swords is somebody who doesn't care how you feel. I'm just going to tell you as it is, then I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen next, and you're just going to sit there and listen. The King of Swords is the one making the best decision for everyone involved, and I feel like somebody has changed their mind, transformed the way they think. The Three of Swords is, I don't want to be hurt in this situation. It does feel like after a long while together, somebody is walking away. Ooh-wee. All right. It's a lot of change this week so far. 3 towers, right? Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So far, 3 towers. Lots of changes going on this week. Let's talk about you, Cancer. Let's see what's coming up for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, this is your sneak peek for this week. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. You will see a link that says more, my friend. And click there, and that's where you will be able to book your reading with me if you're interested in doing that. All right. Tell me about Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week, Cancer. We have the Magician. We have the World card. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Strength card and the King of Cups. One more. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. You don't want to fight your feelings anymore. Aries Speedwagon. Look, that is like long, long ago. So the first thing I heard was, I can't fight my feelings anymore. That's Aries Speedwagon. For those of you who know, you know, right? That's from way back. And I don't want to fight these feelings anymore. That's what it feels like here. I want to say that with the Strength card and the World card, that you've decided that you're no longer holding back. I feel like you've been manifesting something. And I think that you've been manifesting love. I think that you've been manifesting this King of Cups energy. That's you, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It is general reading, right? So that's your energy. I want to say that you've been holding your feelings under the surface, and there is somebody here that you haven't told them exactly how you feel. I feel like you no longer want to fight those feelings, and it's time for you to be very honest with you and very honest with someone else. You've been holding back from love here. The Four of Cups is telling me that, you know, you're like no one else. There's no one else. There's no one else that you would rather accept a cup from. It feels like someone is on your mind. It could be an Aries, could be another water sign, a Leo, possibly Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, maybe. It feels like this person is someone that you cannot get out of your mind, because we do have the Six of Cups. This is someone you feel deeply connected to, someone that you can't stop thinking about. And in fact, I feel like you're going out, you're being social, you're meeting other people, but I feel like you are not meeting anyone who even holds a candle to the person that you have in your mind. I feel like you have been manifesting this person, and I'm just going to say that I feel like whatever you want wants you. So whoever you're thinking about, I believe, and trying to manifest is someone who feels the same way you do. I feel like the World card is here to say you've completed a chapter of holding back. I feel like you're not going to hold back anymore. I feel like you are going to find the courage to no longer fight your feelings. Tell me about the World card and the Strength card, please. We have the King of Pentacles. The Six of Cups comes to the top of the deck here. So I feel like you are possibly thinking about maybe someone who is a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but the Hierophant shows up, and so does the King of Pentacles. Those are both Taurus energies, and in a general reading, the King of Pentacles is also Virgo and Capricorn. So this is the person who is the soulmate. This is the person you feel very deeply connected to. Someone who you feel like you've been through lifetimes with, possibly, but someone definitely that you have history with. It feels like this is someone that you have been in a commitment with, or someone that you hope to be in a commitment with. It feels like with the Hierophant energy that a lesson has been learned. I feel like that's why the World card is here. The Hierophant has brought you a lesson, a spiritual lesson of soulmate connection. I feel like you want to settle down with this person. You want to support them. You want to take care of them, protect them. Like, it does feel like it's whether you're feminine or masculine, it does feel like that kind of energy. With Strength here, it's like, I need to find the courage to settle down. I need to stop holding back, and I need to find the courage to reach out to this person here. Tell me about the King of Cups and the Four of Cups, because I feel like you're trying to find other people to engage with, but nobody holds a candle to the soulmate. Somebody that you're not only deeply connected to, but someone that you have a lot of history with in this life here. So I want to say that going out and being amongst people and just not finding anyone who holds a candle to this Six of Cups person here, I feel like you want to reach out to them. It makes you miss them. I feel like you want to have some sort of a conversation. But there's fear. Fear is in the way of you reaching out to this person. Fear of showing your feelings. What if this ends up in a 10 of Cups situation? What if I'm so happy? Like it feels like it's almost a fear of happiness for you, Cancer. It feels like, but if I decide, and this person says yes, and if you're right, Elsie, and what really wants me, whatever I want wants me, if that's the truth and it does turn into the 10 of Cups, now I have something to lose. That's the feeling I'm getting here. It's like you're thinking that you can't fight your feelings anymore, but then it's the fear of now having something to lose. Before, you didn't have anything to lose because you didn't have this person in your life. But now it's almost like if I get them, then there's a fear here that I could lose it all. We've got the 5 of Swords in the reverse. So you have not told this person about your feelings. I think you're going to do that, though. The Knight of Swords shows up. As soon as you can get out of this 2 of Swords, I feel like you are going to take charge of this situation and let this person know how you're feeling. I can't fight my feelings anymore. Yeah, that's all I can hear in that song. I know all of the lyrics, but that's all I keep hearing. It's all I keep hearing him sing is, I can't fight my feelings anymore. So I do feel that right now the Emperor is stuck, Cancer. I think that's you. We've got the King of Cups here. So, I feel like it's the same energy. It feels like you will be this week possibly reaching out to this person. The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords is here, telling me that there is going to be some clear communication. Head over heart energy, by the way. We're not talking about feelings yet here, but I do feel that you're about to reveal those feelings. I think that you are going to reveal these feelings to this person after holding your ground for a long time. There you are, Cancer, and the 6 of Wands. So it feels like you enjoy their attention. You love their attention, in fact. You love giving them attention. And they're very attractive. A lot of people have their eyes on this person. And I feel like with the Chariot energy that you're feeling like this week, that you must quickly move toward this person or you could lose it all. Yeah, you don't want to fight your feelings anymore. I do believe that your soulmate is probably someone who's an earth sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo possibly. Could be another water sign or maybe earth with water. We do have Aries energy here. I do believe the Emperor's energy is the one that's telling me that you're about to move forward, because no matter how many social situations you get yourself in, nobody has the energy of your soulmate. All right. Let's talk about you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo, please, for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There is a link that says more. Click there and you will find your way to Wizio, where you can book me for starting at $40. All right. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week for Leo, please. We do have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is in the reverse. I feel like it's like you've made some sort of realization, or you've come to a conclusion on something here. The universe has enlightened you about something. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, the Knight of Coins. What else? And we have the 10 of Cups. Look, it feels like you've come to some sort of a realization after a very long time, and it could be years, that maybe the universe has broken you open here. I feel like you're ready to make some sort of a sacrifice. You're ready to surrender to the universe. You're ready to surrender to the 10 Cups, to the ultimate apex of happiness in possibly a relationship, it could be, but something is about to make you very happy. It feels like a decision that you're making, a surrender to the universe, possibly about the 4 of Cups. This particular depiction shows somebody who's never taken their eye off the prize, someone who's never taken their eye off this cup, and you've been staring at it for a while. Somebody gave you some sort of an offer, Leo, and you decided not to take it for whatever reason, personal reasons, but it feels like you have never taken your eye off of that cup. And I want to say that you sat in this place of the 4 of Cups, in this redundant energy. I feel like you've been sitting there for years. But I also feel like the Hanged Man energy, Piscean energy, tells me that your gut is working overtime. That I think that slowly the universe is starting to reveal to you that you deserve the Ten of Cups. You deserve happiness. Look, that is the fourth sign. It's like today, as I'm reading in the sneak peek here, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini all got this Tower here, and it's no different for you. This is a week of change. This is a big week of change. We've got the Six of Swords. I have you moving towards happiness. It's beautiful, Leo. It's a realization that you have made that it's time for you to move towards someone that you have a lot of history with. It's a realization this week. We do have the Tower with the Knight of Coins. So what I feel like I want to say to you is that the wait is over. And maybe you're looking at this reading saying, no, I'm never going to tell that person how I feel about them. And maybe it's true. It is a general reading, and maybe this just isn't your reading. But for the person who is connecting with this reading, I do believe that there is about to be a shocking revelation that comes to you while you've been in the Hanged Man energy. So in this energy of trying to see something from a different perspective, I do believe this week you get that perspective. The perspective is going to be shocking. It's going to be a realization that this person that you have a lot of history with here is somebody that you need to move toward because they make you really happy. This person is always happy to hear from you, no matter when you connect with them. Six of Swords tells me that even though you've disconnected from them, that I feel like the happiness is still there. They're always happy to hear from you. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Look, you've never stopped holding on to this person. I think it's time to refocus. We've got two sixes here. What are you going to do, Leo? What are you going to do about the situation? Because I feel like the Tower is making you move along out of this situation where you've been moving so slow towards something that you really want that's going to make you very happy. Tell me why the Tower is here, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So the Tower is a realization about some sort of a partnership or a collaborative energy. Maybe it's about a friend. We do have the Magician here. And then we have the Two of Swords. So I want to say that the Two of Swords is what brings you, the Magician is what brings you the Tower. I feel like you are manifesting someone. You're manifesting some sort of stability in the 3D world, some sort of a partnership that can begin in friendship, that can begin to move slowly. It's a realization that you've been moving slower than you need to, or that you've come to a point of the Three Pentacles where it's time for you to move forward here to this Six of Cups here. It's time to really, I want to say refocus. I think you need to trust the process. Sixes, right? Trust the process, I feel. You have been stuck for a long while. The Two of Swords is here, but the Magician carries a sword, and it gets you out of the Two of Swords by making you feel your feelings. The Three of Swords is next. And so it makes you feel your feelings, and whether you feel sad about the situation or that maybe you feel terrible that there's been a third party, or maybe, I don't know what it is, but the Three of Swords is something that's disappointing. It feels like you're missing somebody, or you're disappointed that we're no longer in this partnership. The Tower falls here, and the Tower brings you some sort of a revelation here. You've been hanging here in the Hanged Man energy. Tell me about the Hanged Man energy for Leo, please. We've got the Five of Wands. You've been fighting yourself. What have you been fighting yourself about? About the Wheel of Fortune. Look, it feels like somebody here has a default of, Elsie, it never works out for me. No matter what relationship I'm in, no matter if they're a soulmate or not, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a love ship, whatever it is, it feels like it never works out for me. I want to tell you, it's time for that to change. It's time for that to change, and the Wheel of Fortune is here telling you that it's a fated time. It's time for you to stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting the wheel. Stop fighting the fortunate things in life. It's like you've got yourself stuck in a place, Leo, where you feel like you don't deserve it, or it feels too scary to open your heart to it. Look at that. The Four of Wands is here, and it feels like things are about to get very fortunate in your homestead. Your home, possibly, that maybe it's time that you stop fighting yourself about a happy home, a happy house. It is a changing time in your life, and I feel that sitting there or hanging there in the Hanged Man energy for a while is exactly what you needed in order to talk to the universe, to tell the universe, look, I'm ready for it. And I feel like the Tower brings in all the changes that you need. Tell me about the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords, please, because I feel like for some of you that you are this energy here, it's a realization that you do have a soulmate, that you are deeply connected to somebody here, and you're moving toward the 10 Cups. It's a realization that you're worth it, that it belongs to you. And if you want it, you can have it. It's yours. We've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Devil, and the Lovers. So it feels like you're worrying about some sort of toxicity here. It could be yours, it could belong to the other person, but it feels like an addiction or something that somebody is doing over and over again that they know they shouldn't be doing, or that it's not giving them any mental stability. So it's an obsessive thought or an obsessive I can't sleep, or it's something like that. But it feels like the reason is because of the Lovers. It feels like you need to make a big decision about somebody that you know has been sent to you by the universe. The Lovers is Gemini energy. We have Capricorn energy here as well. We have Aries energy. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We also have Piscean and Scorpio energy. So I feel like you are making a really big decision this week about somebody who you are very connected to in terms of nostalgia. Maybe this is a friend that you have nostalgia with here, but somebody that you also, I feel, have deep feelings for here. Yeah, you're fighting it hard, my friend. We've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Five of Swords, and the Five of Cups. It feels like you are worried that you're going to get hurt. It ends up in an argument. We're not going to agree. But the thing is, for me as a reader, when 2 5s show up, it's about quick change. So I feel like your mind is going to change. Something quickly is going to change when the Tower falls. It's going to bring you out of the Eight of Swords, and it's going to bring you out of this energy of lack. Because I feel like the Five of Cups is stuck to a default from the past. Somebody back there hurt you really a lot, and I feel like you think it's just going to be a replay. I feel like you're wrong, but I also feel like that somebody here needs to take care of this first, whether that's you or them, worrying about revealing some sort of an addiction or an obsessive thought or pattern that you can't get rid of. We do have the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is someone that you're really attracted to. They make you feel excited. They make you I feel like you have a lot of passion with this person. The 3 Wands, 2, and the 1 here tells me that you've been waiting for love for a long time, but feeling that you're not really worthy of it. Well, I think this week it's going to surprise you, Page of Cups, that you are going to realize that what is coming in is love, that somebody is going to return the feelings to you that you have for them. Ooh, these are some intense readings this week, Leo. Oh my gosh. I'm only 5 signs in here and I'm feeling it already. All right. Let's take a look at you, Virgo. Here's you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Virgo. Virgo, this is your sneak peek for this week, my friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are interested in a private reading, please look below this video. You will see the link that says more. That will take you to where you need to be. Click on that link to Wizio if you want a private read. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo this week. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. Okay, we've got the 8 of Wands, but it's in the reverse. Something is stuck here this week. Something is not moving forward or is grinding to a slow halt here. The 5 of Pentacles. feeling stuck, feeling in poverty, feeling like maybe it's a financial issue that you want to speak on, but maybe you're stuck financially this week, perhaps, and it's becoming quite a burden. It could also be for some of you with the Eight of Wands in the reverse that you're waiting for communication that is not arriving, and it is putting you in a place of lack. Fives are lack, of course. The Five of Pentacles tells me that you're on the outside looking in because you're not speaking to someone or they're not speaking to you, and this is creating burdens. We've got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. In the future, it tells me that it feels like it's probably going to work itself out to a confident place in the 3D, so the three-dimensional world, right, the one that we live in. I feel like your 3D world is about to get stabilized, but I want to say that this is a problem here. For you, you're really heavily burdened by being on the outside looking in. Somebody won't speak with you, or you've decided that you can't speak with somebody else. We've got a judgment was made here. A judgment is about to be made. Somebody is trying to manifest the dropping of burdens here after a decision was made to stop talking. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We are silent, we are quiet, but is there a possibility that this thing could grow again? Is there a possibility that we can meet, that I can see you, that we can talk to each other? Can we go out for a coffee possibly and talk about what is coming up next? It feels like you want to, it feels like you want to collaborate with somebody or put some energy in on something. It feels like this Judgment card, though, is a decision that someone has made, or it was made in the past because the angel is facing into the past. It feels like you want to resurrect something or maybe reunite with someone, possibly some sort of reconciliation after being out in the cold here, like not speaking with someone or being apart from them. It's completely quiet. Tell me what the Judgment is, please. Judgment is your energy, Virgo. It also is Piscean energy. We've got the Three of Swords. So you're experiencing heartbreak. So it feels like there is a breakup here or something that you didn't expect to end. It is disappointing that I'm on the outside looking in here, but still holding on to your energy. I can't let go. It feels like you're holding back from the Ace of Cups. So the thing is, Virgo, is I feel like you want this to move forward. I feel like you want the reconciliation, but I feel like you're holding back from the Ace of Cups. And it tells me that you're not able to show someone your feelings, that you are trying to find the courage to bring the Ace of Cups towards somebody that you're hoping will have a reconciliation with you after a broken heart and being left on the outside looking in. You're completely silent with this person because it came to an end. There was a terrible deception here. Somebody felt betrayed, whether it's you or them. Somebody felt betrayed in love, and we end up moving on or moving. We end up, moving on, moving forward here. It feels like the Star, like you feel like there's no hope that this can get back on track. You've been manifesting it. I think you're manifesting the dropping of burdens here, but I feel like you have no hope that it's going to get back on track. That you're not really listening to your gut as to whether you should try again, because the Six of Swords is facing towards the Judgment energy, and the Judgment energy is facing towards the past. So it feels like something here has already broken in half or broken up, and you are manifesting, trying to get this person's attention here, but it feels like it's a really heavy burden that you're trying to get rid of here. Got the Three of Wands. You were thinking that this person was going to communicate with you, but they're not. This person is not being very vocal with you. The Four of Pentacles is like you're holding on to the hope that the ships are going to come in, that this person is going to communicate with you. But it feels like with the Four of Coins here that they're shut off, shut down, not talking to you. This person could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be very focused on their pentacle world, work, a business. Somebody here is not paying attention to you. Their back is to the Four of Pentacles. It's like they don't really care if the ships come in or not. This could be you, of course. This could be your energy. Take it as it resonates, that maybe you're just going to wait till somebody connects with you. But I'm going to say, I feel like you're going to wait a long time. I feel like you are manifesting it. And if you don't mind waiting, it feels like right now you're not communicating with someone who you feel might be your soulmate, or someone who you're going to choose. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. We've got the King of Wands in the upright, and we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. It feels like if there is to be any contact with the person that you're thinking about as I throw these cards, that you are going to have to be the one who takes a step forward. Inspired action. Now you could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aries. We've got Virgo and Pisces. We've got Aquarius energy here. And we've got Leo energy. I think that that with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, it feels like you are going to try a second chance. You're going to go back round. Or the King of Wands is. The King of Wands could be someone who is not you. Take it as it resonates. It could be the King of Wands that you're waiting for to come back and reveal something to you. Hanged Man is in the reverse. You want someone to ask you out, possibly, and you're not going to budge to ask this person out. But I feel like you're manifesting them. If you are the King of Wands energy, if you do have fire in the chart, then I feel like it might be you who's coming to the realization that you're seeing it from someone else's side, and now you want to connect with them to see if they want to connect with you this week. I feel like you still have really big feelings for somebody here, and that you're kind of losing hope that things are going to figure themselves out this week. But you have a lot of invested, I feel, a lot invested in the heart space. All right, Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, let's talk about you. This is your sneak peek for this week, my friend. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are interested in a private read, friend, please look below this video. You will find the more link, and that will lead you to the link to Wizio. Let's take a look here. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up this week. Sneak peek for this week for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Queen of Wands. Why is that? Tell me about the Queen of Wands. We've got the King of Wands. Okay, interesting. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you want to talk to someone, Libra. Got Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like somebody here is fighting with their confidence. Somebody doesn't quite have the confidence to step forward and speak to the Queen of Wands. It feels like you are wanting truth, some honesty. It feels like you want to be very honest with someone about how attracted you are to them, about how smart you think they are. It feels like that we're dealing in kings and queens here. We are on the same vibration, but it feels like that you are feeling as not very as confident as you could feel that things are going to work out in your favor in the pentacle world. So the thoughts, like in your head, I think you've already won. I want to say that you already are showing up to yourself as the King of Swords, the person who is, you know, who can walk into any situation, mind over, you know, heart, and give the truth and honesty that is needed in order to speak to this person. But I don't know that you're confident that it's going to work out. You don't know if this queen is single. I think that you're wondering if this person is single. Tell me about the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands, please. Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's someone that you're incredibly attracted to. Someone who you see as very smart. I mean, the King of Swords does not entertain people who can't at least match them in their mind. We do have the King of Pentacles. It feels like you want to settle down with the Queen of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. Three of Wands. We have the High Priestess in the distance. So please remember that we are not reading body parts. We are reading energies, feminine and masculine energies. All people, all of us, people, plants, animals, we all have masculine and feminine energies. And in order for anything to work out, those energies must be balanced. So I feel as though here that it is a decision that somebody is making here about their 3D world. I feel like you, Libra, have everything that you need financially, like in the 3D world. I feel like you have a good job. I feel like you live comfortably, that you probably have more money than you need. And maybe it's not a huge wad of money, but you know, you have stability in your pentacle world. You have opportunities that are always arriving for you. And I feel like one of these opportunities you see is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who I feel you're attracted to because they're very independent, like you, right? They have independent thought. This person does things independently. They don't necessarily ask questions. They're definitely not going to ask your permission. This person, I feel, has everything they need as well in their pentacle world. This is someone who has financial stability, right? We've got this card touching both of them, which tells me that these two people are on equal footing. We're dealing in kings and queens, same vibration, and both of these people are doing well in their own rights. It feels like you're unclear about whether or not this person is entertaining others or if they are single. The Three of Wands is here. Will the ships come in? Will the ships come in passion here? You're unsure because you don't know if the Queen is single or not. We do have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Cups. So your gut is telling you no. Your gut is telling you that this person probably has another person because, you know, they are someone who is trying to be the Empress, someone who is emulating the Empress. And so we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like you two see each other as soulmates, that the Queen is stable, the King is stable. We each have our own stability. And I feel like this person is someone who is, you are very smart with your money, and this person knows how to go get what they want. Like they can manifest anything that they want. Master manifester. Tell me why the Three of Wands is here, please. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. We have the Star, we have the Fool, and we have the Four of Cups. So I wonder, it feels like you wonder possibly with the Three of Wands here, waiting for the ships to come in. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for healing. You're waiting for balance. You're waiting for your gut to tell you yes. You're hopeful that there is going to be a moment in time here where you are going to be able to take a leap of faith with someone here. And we do have the Four of Cups. I feel like you're hoping someone's going to communicate with you or connect with you. I feel like for some of you that might be true, not for all of you. It's a general reading. Take it as it resonates, right? We do have, I feel you hope that things are going to open up, like a new path is going to open up here, that love is in the distance, that you're hoping somebody is going to message you here. So it does feel like somebody that you already know, but you're holding back from. It feels like you might be holding back from sending someone else a message because you don't know if they're single. Is this person single? I don't think you're confident that they are, but you are very, very attracted to this person, and Two Wands tells me that you're ready to go on this new path of passion should this person turn up as single. We have the Five of Cups, and so to you, it's like, nah, the Queen, like the Queen doesn't stay single for long. Somebody's got to be hot on their trail. And I'll say to you that the Queen makes her own decisions, feminine or masculine. The Queen isn't just sucked into any old thing. The Queen is on her own path and is making her own decisions. So regardless of whether or not this person is single, they might be single by choice. We do have the Tower. Look, the only sign so far that has not had to endure the Tower this week, I believe, I think it's Gemini. I think it's Gemini, but so far every other hand has had the Tower. This is a week of changes, my friends, so buckle up and buckle in. Things are about to change here. We have the Eight of Swords. The Tower is coming to save you from the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords. You've been stuck in this place of lack or feelings about the past. The Five of Cups is about past sadness. It's about regrets from the past. And I feel like the Tower is showing up to give you a realization and bust you out of this Eight of Swords energy to give you what you need to move forward. It's like it's all in your mind. I want to say it's all in your mind. Just listening. I just got a song. Hang on. You tell yourself it's raining, but the clouds are in your head. Oh, that's what it is. You want to jump before you fall again. And it feels like you want to jump before you fall again. You don't want to fall in love. You want to be the one who steps forward and says, look, this is what I want from you. So you just want the honest truth here. You want transformative truth. And I feel that being in that energy is what signals the Tower that it's time to fall and pull down the illusion that you had been living in. The illusion is that the Queen doesn't want you. The illusion is that this person may not be single and doesn't want you. The song I was thinking of is from Joy Oladokin. It's called Look Up. And she says, you tell yourself it's raining, but the clouds are in your head. You think that it'd be better if you jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up. So it feels like it is a decision. Oof, gosh, that gave me the chickens. It gave me chicken skin. It gave me a head to toe chill here. So I feel before you lose it all again, I feel like you're just going to go forward and say, look, are you single or not? Is this going to work out or not? We have the Six of Swords, because if it's not and the Tower falls, before we lose it all again, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to move forward here. So I feel like I'm going to move forward and I'm going to find happiness. But I feel like you're stopping in because you have this deep connection, because you feel like the universe has given you the Queen of Wands. You can't get this person out of your head. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the person you want to invest in. We have the Knight of Wands, and I feel like you will do it this week for some of you. I feel like you will reach out to this person. It feels like it's scary. It's scary, but you also have to drop your burdens, right? 9 Wands and the Ace of Wands is 10. It feels like it's more of an unburdening for you to see if this person will accept your pentacle or if they want to invest in you. I feel like somebody does want to invest in you because of the 2 Pentacles. We move from the Ace to the King and it goes quickly. It feels like everything is on track for this Queen to say yes, but I feel like the Tower is necessary because it's got to get you all out of this negative energy that you're in. You know, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. It's all stuff that's in your way, and that's why the Tower falls, so you can move. It gives you movement. So I feel like regardless of what the Queen says, you're moving forward anyway. I feel like you have a choice between 2, and the Queen is your first choice, feminine or masculine. But I feel like you don't see any of this coming. I feel like you don't see the Tower. What's on the other side of the Tower is really abundant. I feel like you're feeling some type of way about having to move forward to speak to the Queen. I feel that you thought the Queen would take action toward you first, but that's not happening. So for those of you who've decided not to move forward, I feel like the Tower is going to come and you're going to move forward to happiness anyway, but it's not necessarily going to be with the Queen. It's going to be in the future. So either way you win. That's what I'm going to say. Either way you win. All right. You might be hearing some loud stuff around me here because they're snow clearing right now. I'm just going to take a moment to take a sip of my coffee. Scorpio always reminds me to drink. I have cinnamon in my coffee today. What do you put in yours? Scorpio. Cinnamon's good for blood pressure. Yeah, it's good for all sorts of things. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you, Scorpio. This is your sneak peek for this week, my friends. My psychic friends. Here we go. I'm your psychic friend. I'm a Pisces moon. Let's talk about it, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's figure out what's going on for you, Scorpio, this week. Tell me about Scorpio. What is coming up for Scorpio this week, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, the sneak peek for this week for Scorpio. We do have 10 wands. Look, you get to release something this week. That's never bad news. It's never bad news, and it's going to be your choice. It's going to be your decision. You're having some sort of a breakthrough this week, Scorpio, that is going to allow you to drop some burdens here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Look, the universe was just waiting for you to unburden the self. The universe was waiting for you to trust. The universe was waiting for you to trust enough to drop your burdens. And it feels like you do have some sort of a breakthrough this week. The sun is here. It might be, yeah, it's a clarity that you can no longer burden yourself the way that you've been doing that. You can no longer carry this heavy stuff around. And as you give that indication to the universe that you now understand that you can't get anywhere by holding on to these burdens, the wheel shows up. I love it. It's beautiful. It's like a beautiful domino effect that's going in your favor, that's working out really well. So what's changing is that you're dropping burdens. What's changing is things are moving ahead. This is divine timing. It's a fated moment for change. You have had a breakthrough that you are changing something here. It's a realization, something that you see clearly. It could be about a person. We've got Leo energy, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius as well. Tell me more about Scorpio. The Page of Swords is here. You figured something out. The Student is here. The Student has had a realization about some information they've dug up. And the information is, I don't have to carry these burdens. We've got the Seven of Swords. You've found out something that you thought was a lie. Maybe you'd been lying to the self. Maybe you've been waiting all this time with this heavy energy, not being able to express yourself, and it's time for you to express yourself. Right? It's Madonna. Express yourself. Just listening. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, if you're a boy or a girl. That's what Madonna's saying. Oh, I'm hearing Vogue is what I'm hearing. Oh, okay. It's time for you to stretch your stuff. That's what I'm hearing. So the Page of Swords is the one that's drawing me in the most here. The Page of Swords tells me that you've had some sort of a realization, maybe for some of you, after watching someone else do something. So for some of you, you're watching someone possibly on the web, someone in the neighborhood, at the Starbucks, not in a creepy way. It's a realization. It's something that's come to light. It's something that you've learned, and it's learned through clarity, and it allows you to drop your burdens here, and it allows you to move forward here. We have the Seven Seven of Swords, and what I want to say is that the Seven of Swords is concealing the Wheel of Fortune from you. It's like it's been concealed because what you had to do first before the wheel could show up is you had to show the universe that no matter whether you can see the next step forward or not, that you're willing to drop the burdens. So you're willing to do it regardless. You're ready to jump. And when you jump, the net appears, my friend. When you decide to take the leap, the net appears, but you must decide to take the leap first. You must trust the universe first before the net opens to catch you. So we have a change of mind here. Somebody has decided to change their mind from something that a way that they've been thinking for a long time, a way that it's like years I've thought about it this way, but I didn't think about it on the flip side. And I think that the Page of the Swords is the flip side, and it's a realization about something. We have the Ace of Wands in the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Something is about to move really quickly here. You might know somebody who's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but it feels like this person is someone who ignites excitement for you. They could be someone who's in the future. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So I feel all of this movement, all of this change was hinged on you finally dropping your burdens, something that you've been carrying around for a while. Tell me about the Ten of Wands, please. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Ace of Swords. So it's something that you didn't have clarity on that you finally are clear about. Tell me about this. About the Nine of Swords. You had been worried about it. You had been dreaming about it. It had been creeping in on your day. We have the the 9 and the Ace, which is 10. And so you've decided to stop worrying about it. It was some sort of a deception that you had with the self. You were lying to yourself about something. It's like you were carrying around these burdens and you didn't have to do that. It's almost as if you didn't have enough clarity, and so you felt like that your lot in life was to carry the burdens from the past into the future. I feel like that's energy that is ending here because you decided. You've decided to end it here. It feels like you were overwhelmed with emotional. It's an emotional burden that you had been carrying for a while. And I feel like you didn't have any clarity on something, but now you do, right? You have great clarity on a lesson that has come to the surface. Tell me about Scorpio, the Sun, and the Page of Swords. It's healing, my friend. Oh, I love it. The realization you've had is that there still is hope for love. Yeah. There still is hope for love for you. And I feel that's the realization that's come to the surface here. The breakthrough or the clarity that you still will have a family. You still can find a happy family. And we've got Aquarius energy here. We've got the Two of Cups and the King of Wands. I feel like it's yours if you'll just reach out and take it, Scorpio. The King of Wands is the one that is inspired to move forward, but no matter what's gone on in their past, because as you know, wands are actions, and actions have been taken against the king. And I feel like you're coming from a place that is hardship, but that you will never, you'll be forever resilient, because that's really what the Ten of Wands is about. You've carried heavy things up till now, Scorpio. You can drop those now. You no longer have to drag them around, but it's like you never took no for an answer, and that's why you got your answer. It's a healing answer. Tell me what the answer is. So it feels like with the Lovers in reverse here, you are questioning whether you have this deep connection that you think you have with somebody. You're questioning it. Lovers in reverse, possibly you're unsure, but it feels like you think that you can heal this regardless. So I want to say that yes, this person is a soulmate, but you're wondering if they feel the same. We do have the Chariot here. And you know, the Lovers could be in reverse because the Chariot's here, Cancer energy. You want to move forward. You've been being patient up till now. You want to move forward toward this connection. connection here, but you've been keeping your feelings under the surface, Scorpio, because Cancer is here. You've been keeping your feelings under the surface, but I feel like you're going to move forward anyway. So I feel like you have decided that you need to heal some sort of connection with somebody. You've been concealing your feelings from them for a long while here. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Five of Cups. Hanged Man is in reverse. And the Moon energy. No, Hanged Man is not in reverse. Hanged Man is in the upright. Got Piscean energy and Cancer energy. I want to say that you felt sad for a really long time, that you were keeping some sort of energy of feelings away from someone. You were keeping it below the surface. You were trying to look at the situation from another perspective or another point of view. I feel like you think that that you're going to have to sacrifice something if you decide to come clean about this thing that you've been hiding forever. What is it that you've been hiding forever? Because we've still got the Moon energy here. What you've been hiding is, feelings here. You've been fighting your feelings. We've got the Five of Wands and we have the Queen of Cups. You've been fighting your urge to dote, to gush on somebody, to love on them, to be compassionate with them. And it feels like you don't feel that they feel the same way because the Five of Swords is here. You feel like there's a fundamental difference in the way that you love and the way that this person loves. So you've been fighting your feelings for years. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, please, for Scorpio. You're going to call somebody. You're going to send a message of some sort. The messenger is here. For some of you, you could be receiving a message. Take it as it resonates. Flip-flop it as you need to. This is a general reading after all. But when the Page of Wands shows up, things are moving forward in a fortunate way because a messenger has been dispatched. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Tower in reverse. So somebody has been avoiding change. Somebody has been avoiding deep change that needs to take place in order for all of this to work out as it should. It really does feel like there is emotions that you've been keeping under the surface that have been terrorizing you in your dreams. It feels like you've had some sort of rosy-colored glasses on as it pertains to the situation, that you felt like maybe you weren't lying to yourself. I think that you were. I think that there is somebody here that you've had feelings for years when the Knight of Pentacles shows up. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that if you send that message, it is going to work. Somebody is also going to put the hard work in for you. They're going to put the hard work in. I feel like you've already put the hard work in, but I want to say that there's more work to come. Once the Tower falls, and it is inevitably going to fall because it is in the reverse, you can't hold off the Tower. It feels like for some of you, the Tower might be coming in a job situation. It could be, but I feel like it's really a realization that you've worked on yourself enough, because to me, that is a number of the self, the Eight of Pentacles. It's self-mastery. It feels like once the Tower falls, you'll realize that the Wheel of Fortune is here for positive change. But, when the Tower falls and the Wheel of Fortune's in town, things don't look all that positive on the surface. I want to say that you already feel that this Tower it's like all the work you've done on yourself has changed you, and you're avoiding the change. You're trying to sidestep the Tower. You're never going to be like you ever were before, Scorpio. In fact, you've changed so much that people probably won't even recognize you, either physically or on the inside or on the outside. Take it as it resonates. Things are about to move forward in a really beneficial way for you here. You've been manifesting passion. You've been manifesting adventure, and I feel like you're going to get it. I feel like no more sitting in the Four of Cups. No more with the boredom. No more sitting in the Four of Cups here. You're going to close the door on that. It's time for you to go out and find an adventure. The ships are coming in for you. We've got 2 wands and 1 here is 3. We do have the Magician here, which tells me you've been manifesting something that is arriving. So first we need to get through the Tower. You need to let it fall because you have done enough work on yourself. And for some of you, there is a message coming to you. For others of you, it is a message that you are sending. Tell me about that. It is about the Four of Wands. So you do want to speak to this person. They are the Queen of Swords. You're expecting a harsh reality here with this person. You're expecting that they're going to be very honest with you, possibly even, hold you off just a little bit and be very honest and assertive with their words. I feel like you are going to be as well. I feel like with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords, someone's about to be very honest what their intentions are. I think it's you, or it could be them. Take it as it resonates. Somebody's about to be very honest about their intentions about the other because of a breakthrough. Now you just got to let the Tower fall. And that's the hardest part, because you want to keep in control of everything. And the Tower is chaos, Scorpio. You want to control that chaos, I feel. I don't think it's up to you. I know you're a badass, but you can't stop the universe from dropping a tower. You're not that bad. All right, here we go. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My Sagittarius friends, I am a Saggy Rising. Thank you so much for clicking here. Thank you for all the views on my last video. I appreciate you. Sagittarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. You will find a link to Wizio if you're interested in booking an appointment with me here for a private read. Tell me about this week. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius energy, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the High Priestess, so something is in your gut here. You're silently thinking about something that you have a knowing about, Piscean energy. The High Priestess is the one who is the light worker, the person who is the psychic, the medium, the one who's reading cards, the one who has an intuition here that is on high. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Emperor. Why am I getting all these really bad hairband 80s songs in my head? I think it's White Snake. Is it love that I'm feeling? Is this love is this the love I've been searching for? Is that White Snake? I don't know who that is. It's one of the hair bands from the 80s though. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love? I want to say that the Seven of Cups is the one that's giving me this idea of, is this the love? Because look at the look on her face, right? We've got someone who's holding the 2 cups, looking up at the 5, wondering, is this just another heartbreak situation? Is just this something that's just going to make me sad again? I feel like you've been silent with the Emperor, that you've been minding your business, staying in your lane, Sag. The Emperor, of course, is somebody who might be a business owner, but someone who is, quite a big deal in their own world. They are someone who is an authority on something. They might be a business owner. The kings and queens report to the Emperor. The Emperor is the ruler of the empire. So somebody who makes their own decisions, someone who steps forward. This is masculine leaning energy and the Emperor energy. So it is someone who I feel is taking a moment before they step forward here. The thing is with the High Priestess here, I feel like your intuition's on high. First card out is always what is on the top of your mind. And the High Priestess is telling me that your energy is in a knowing. Pisces, if you have Pisces in your chart, you have that knowing. And I feel like you know that the Emperor is coming forward, but is this a good decision for me to make? Do I have the rosy colored glasses on here? Am I not seeing the situation for what it is? Because I feel like either you or the Emperor broke away emotionally from each other. I think you're about to be surprised as you're minding your business here. There's about to be some sort of a shock or a surprise here, Sagittarius. And I feel like while you are in this energy of the High Priestess. So some of you, like I said, are very psychic and you already know about this, but I feel like the Two of Pentacles is telling me that you've been going back and forth between the energy of, is it true? Can I believe my intuition? I think the Two of Pentacles is telling me to tell you that you need to stay in the moment. Don't look too far back and don't look too far forward. Stay in the moment. Keep your balance here. Remember all the lessons that have been taught to you as the High Priestess. Remember that silence is an answer, but also remember that you are someone who has a high psychic energy. It feels like you know that the Emperor is in the future here, and that this person is going to surprise you, but you're doubting it because of the Seven of Cups. Do I just have the rosy colored glasses on? Is this really going to happen the way I think it's going to happen? I think it is. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. We've got 3 Pentacles. I feel like this Emperor is somebody that you already know. Somebody that you already know, somebody who wants to invest, somebody who's also trying to keep themselves in the present moment. They're also going back and forth about you. Should I surprise Sagittarius? Should I just move on into the future? Somebody here, there's 3 Pentacles, which tells me that you've already collaborated with this person. You know this person. You might be friends with this person. Collaboration, maybe you know them from the Pentacle world. You could have worked with them. But this I feel is a surprise investment. I want to say that the thing that you think you have the rosy colored glasses on is about to come to fruition, and I think it's going to shock you. I would be shocked if we don't see the Tower. Tell me about the High Priestess, please. Tell me about the High Priestess. Your intuition's on high. You could have Pisces in the chart. We have the Two of Wands. It's like a decision. It's like you've made the decision that you're going to have an adventure either way. It feels like you're going to go out on an adventure either way. You're going to go either on the path with the Emperor or you're going to go on a different path. But either way, things are going to work out in your favor. You're at the crossroads of your life. We've got the 10 of Wands. So this feeling that you know that the Emperor is showing up has become a burden. You're tired of waiting on it. It's like it's become a burden. I just want to get the show on the road. The 2 of Wands and the 10 of Wands is here telling me that it's a great burden, that although you can almost reach out and touch the Emperor, that the Emperor hasn't come forward yet. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We called it out here and it shows up, right? So I do feel that this is someone that you've helped through something, or that they've helped you through something, someone that you might look up to, or they look up to you. Take it as it resonates. Tell me about the Emperor, please. This is somebody that you know. This friendship is becoming burdensome because I feel like there are other feelings on the table here. Tell me about the Emperor, please. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace. Look, the Emperor has a lot of feelings for you. The Emperor does want this new love beginning here. This person does have a lot of feelings for you, but they're waiting. They're not coming forward, and I think it's because of an old idea or an old feeling of the 5 of Cups. Lack from the past. It feels like there is regrets from the past. It might be with you, but it might be with someone else as well. And so because this person has regrets either with you or a situation from the past that they're dragging into the present, it feels with the 7 of Pentacles here that this person feels like that they have to wait to express themselves to you. 7 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck in the reverse, which tells me that the Emperor wants to be honest with you about something. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Now, I want to say for some of you that this Emperor is someone that you know, but you've never known them as the Emperor. It feels like with the Page of Cups here that this is a new feeling, a new energy, a new love. But this is someone that you've known. You might have known them to be a knight or a page, or you may have known them in the past not to be the Emperor. So I feel like the Emperor here is somebody who is just newly become an Emperor. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. We have the Hermit. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh boy. Look, I think this is a really big surprise for you because I feel like the Emperor comes to you while they're in a relationship, in a long-term relationship. I feel as though it surprises you and shocks you. It pulls you out of your hermit mode. It's with the Page of Swords in the reverse. It feels like somebody no longer wants to watch you. They now want to talk with you. It's been silent. It feels like somebody's learned a lot of lessons in some sort of a long-term relationship that they're currently engaged in. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles, please. Somebody's not going to tell you that they're in a long-term relationship. I feel like the Emperor can't stop thinking about you. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles, please. This person wants to settle down. We've got the Ten of Cups. Queen of Swords. But you're going to catch it. You know what I think is happening here is somebody here who you've been disconnected from, Five of Pentacles. It feels like somebody here is coming forward. They're going to surprise you with this affection, I feel, and it is something that you know is going to happen. I also feel that you know that this person is in some sort of engaged in some sort of a relationship, and they're not telling you about that. I feel like this person is looking for stability, looking to settle down. I feel like you know. It feels like you're going to know. Whether this person tells you or not, you are going to feel their energy, Sagittarius, and you're going to know something else is up. They're not going to tell you that they are the King of Pentacles. It's like they've been watching you maybe become the King of Pentacles, and they've been watching you be happy. Oh, that's what it is. This person no longer wants to watch you. They want to come talk to you. They've been watching you become stable, getting your stability financially, that you're very happy. They may be watching you online or in the neighborhood or in the grocery store on the corner. It's not creepy, but it feels like this person wants to talk to you about that. This person is hiding the fact from you that they are actually engaged in something else. It's almost like they feel in lack in this place where they're engaged with somebody else. They could be engaged, but the Ten of Pentacles tells me that the intention of this person is either to tell you that they're looking for a long-term relationship or not to tell you that they're already in one. Either way, I feel like you might shock them and tell them, look, I can feel it, I know it. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? We have the King of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. So somebody here is coming back to resolve something with you. That's what it feels like. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like they want to take you out for coffee and speak with you to let you know that they're finally moving on from you. It's like they need to close an energetic door, but understand that the reason that they're coming to you is because they're in a relationship or about to embark in a relationship and they want to close the door with you, which means they also want to know if you're still holding the door open. Somebody here is feeling inspired to come forward with the Ace of Pentacles. The King is someone who doesn't take no for an answer. I really feel like this is somebody who's trying to decide between you and someone else. And they want to make sure that the door is closed with you before they carry on to the thing that they may be engaging in right now. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This person has not been happy for a very long time. See? They're about to be very honest with you about that. Okay. There is going to be some sort of communication that's harsh. This person, I feel, is going to tell you about the Nine of Cups, which they've wanted with you for a long time. Communication, right? Communication, being honest and truthful. I know that you're my soulmate. We got the King and the Queen here. This is, I feel like this person is attracted to you, Sagittarius. The Queen is here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They're attracted to you because you are independent. You are independent of them. You don't need them. You are someone who is on your own path. And I feel like this person just wants the truth from you. Are you attracted to me or not? I feel like you're going to give it to them, boy. You're going to give them the truth because the King of Swords is showing up with the Queen of Wands. It's like, yeah, I'm independent and I don't really need you and I'm about to cut you out. Why are you here? And this person's here to give you the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that they're feeling very burdened, that they are heartbroken, and they cannot stop thinking about how they broke your heart or how you broke their heart. They're stuck there. And that's why they're coming to get you to give them freedom, to help them move along. So they're going to want to ask you out possibly, or put a little bit of energy into some sort of a meetup or meeting here. Then I feel like this person feels is that if they come in and they invest in talking with you, that maybe we can carry on a friendship. You know what? I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works that way, Sagittarius, because this person has deep feelings for you. I think that they think they're being smart, right? King of Swords. I feel that they are coming in to close this door with you because it's an energetic door that they cannot carry on in their life if they don't close this energetic door with you. But when they finally meet you face to face, they realize that the feelings are way too much. But they're not going to tell you that. They've been holding on to this for years. Look, somebody is going to communicate with you, I feel. And somebody is trying to, it feels like this person is trying to, what do I want to say? They're trying to, they're trying to close a door with you so they can carry on to something else that they think is better for them. And I don't think it works out that way, because I think when they get face to face with you, they realize that they don't really want the other thing that they're in. That's what it feels like. One more sip of coffee. Hang on. All right. Capricorn. This is you, my friend. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Capricorn. Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look below this video. Click on more. Everything is there. Tell me about Capricorn, please, for this week. A sneak peek for this week for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Wands. Something is about to speed up here this week. Something really quickly moving here. We've got the Three of Swords. Oof. Capricorn, that person that broke your heart, I feel, is back. The one that doesn't give you any stability. The one who disappoints you over and over and over again. I think it's the King of Wands, but I do believe that the King of Wands is moving in on you like the Knight of Wands. It feels like this person is interested in you, wanting to move forward to you. I feel like there's an intense, really intense attraction here, physical attraction. It's fire. We've got two wands, one in the King's hand, one in the Knight's hand. I feel like this person doesn't want to take no for an answer from you. because that's the King of Wands. This person is very attracted to you, but they've already broken your heart or disappointed you in love, I feel. This person is sending you a message this week. The Page of Cups is here. It will be sweet and kind, affectionate. They are trying to get in on your good graces, Capricorn. There it is. The Page of Cups came to the top of the deck. So there is a messenger here. The Page of Cups is looking over at the Three of Swords. This person has broken your heart before. I feel like you're kind of surprised when they show up. We have the Two of Wands. You're in indecision. This person wants everything with you. It's the Four of Wands. I thought it was the Five. It's the Four. I thought this was the Three of Wands. So it's the Four of Wands. This person is coming back into your life because they want to know if you're interested in Four Wands, if you want to get back together, try a stable relationship. Are there still adventures that we can go on? The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. As you can see, there's lots of fire going into the future. But I feel like you have not forgotten how this person smashed your heart. You have not forgotten. In fact, you're like, I feel like you think the unmitigated gall, like the gall of this person showing up after they stomped on your heart to ask you if you can try again it's sort of the delusional optimism of the Knight of Wands. That's what it feels like. It's the delusional optimism of the Knight of Wands that keeps the King of Wands coming back. The one who doesn't take no for an answer. The one who keeps knocking on your door, sending you messages, whoever it is sending you messages, wanting to try and get you back. And I say get you back because I feel like this person broke your heart here. We have the Six of Cups, and it's hard for you to say no because this person is someone you have a lot of history with. But you know that you'll have to put the rosy-colored glasses back on in order to be able to allow this to work. We have 6 and 1 cup in the hand of the Page is 7. I think the thing is this, is I feel like whether you take them back or whether you don't, there's going to be things that pop up that surprise you. This person's not being totally honest with you. And I feel like you have to put the rosy-colored glasses back on in order to resume this soulmate connection. And I've said it 1,000 times, if I've said it once at all, and that is I would rather be in a karmic relationship with someone that makes me happy and teaches me lessons for the rest of my life than be in a relationship with someone who is a broken soulmate, because you can't detach from that energy. You can, but it is hard to detach from that energy. I really feel like you're stuck in this, the rosy colored glasses. I feel like you're stuck in this energy of remembering how attracted you are to them, how they made you feel so desirable. It might have been like a very heavily physically passionate relationship, and that's something that you can't get out of your head. I feel like you're going to have to remind yourself if you don't want to have your heart smashed again. Tell me about the Page of Cups and the 6 of Cups here, please. Got the 5 of Pentacles. Look, you need to remember, before you slip on the rosy-colored glasses to give this another round, please remember how it ended up. It ended up in this person pushing you on the outside looking in, leaving you on the side of the road. And that's what broke your heart, that you thought that they had affection for you or love for you. You thought that you were soulmates, and you probably are. And that's what makes it hard to say no to this person. Hang on, I just dropped a card, y'all. Just trying to fish it out from underneath the table. Yep, this person wants a reunion, my friend. This person wants to come back for more. They want a reunion here. They want to take you out. They want to remind you of the happy times. But I get knocked down and I get up again. Ain't nothing going to keep me down. Because when I said happy times, it reminds me of the happy times. Songs that remind me of the good times, songs that remind me of the better times. Oh, that's tub thumping. That's what that is. Chumbawamba, tub thumping. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing going to keep me down. This is the idea of the King of Wands. Ain't nothing going to keep me down. If I decide I'm going back for Capricorn, Capricorn's going to say yes, and there's nothing that is going to stop me from getting Capricorn. So I feel like the Three of Cups is the attempt of this person to bring themselves in from out of the cold. And I feel like it's going to shock you. It's going to be like, yeah, your gall. After all this healing you made me go through, right? The Eight of Pentacles is like it feels like after this Three of Swords, after this Five of Pentacles, it's like you have worked really hard on yourself, and now this person's coming back for another round. Ding! It's back on again. The Eight of Pentacles, this person's going to be like, but Capricorn, I promise you I'll work on it. I promise you I'll work on all the things I need to work on within myself. It's exactly the story they're coming with. And the Three of Cups, happiness, celebration. Can I take you out? This person's trying to bring themselves back into your life. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. Oof, there it is. Another one. I think there's only one sign so far that hasn't gotten a tower this week. Lots of changes going on this week. The tower brings what? We've got the Four of Cups pulls you out of this energy of being bored. And that's the scary part of it. This person's bored and they don't want to be bored anymore. And that's why they're coming in. They're causing a tower in your life here. And it feels like they've had some sort of a realization while they have been on their own or by themselves. We have the Nine of Swords, so they can't stop thinking about you. They're dreaming about you. They have sleep patterns that are not good. They have worry. They worry about the past. They worry about the future. The Four of Cups being in the reverse is this person does not want to be in this redundant energy anymore. The Tower comes and it's a realization that I've lost Capricorn. Tell me more about the Tower. This person's coming in because they need to drop burdens with you. They need to be honest with you that they weren't very honest with you at the time when you two were in the Four of Wands. They were hiding something from you. And it was very burdensome. It's like you knew that it was hiding, but you didn't know what it was. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is. What is hiding here? What you don't see is that this person is coming in to ask you if you can try again in the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands is here. We call it out, right? We've got the Two Wands, 1 and 1. We've got the Four of Wands here, Seven of Swords. What you don't see is that this person's entertaining other people. They're not really confident that you're going to say yes, but they are entertaining other people. I don't think they're single. I feel like this person is coming in to see if you are single or that you will take them back, because they'll gladly leave another situation to be with you. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Yeah, I don't think you're doing it. Nope, your decision is this is over. You can go ahead and heal yourself. You can go ahead and heal all by yourself, but it's over. It's over. It was painful. You caused me enough pain. This is my decision. The decision is I can't do this with you anymore. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Pisces, maybe an Aquarius, but it feels like your priority right now, Capricorn, is to heal the self. And I think this has been coming up in your readings over the last couple of weeks, that you've been working really hard on the self, and you're not going to let anybody bust into this to break up what you've been doing for the self. So I feel like this decision that changes your life is you slam the door shut on the King of Wands. The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but understand it doesn't have to be someone who's a fire sign. It could be any sign, but someone who's just not giving up on you, someone who doesn't take no for an answer, someone who's really convinced that they're going to come at you confident and convinced that they're going to get you back in the Four of Wands, but understand what they're hiding is that they're really not confident at all. They know what they've done, because they live with it every single day. Nine of Swords. So I feel like there's no justice here for this person. And there hasn't been for a long time. I feel like you carry on to find yourself to find yourself someone who picks you. It may take a while, but there will be a breakthrough here. And after being the wounded warrior for a very long time, Capricorn, I do feel like there is somebody coming for you, my friend. But I think first you need to tell this person who isn't giving up on you, who wants to resume something with you after smashing your heart. I think your test is that you need to tell this person to kick rocks. All right. You need to tell them to kick rocks first in order for all the other beautiful stuff to open up for you. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my Aquarius lovelies. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private read, my friends, look below this video. Click on more. You will be able to book a reading with me over on Wizio. I think right now I'm 1 day behind, to be honest. Yeah, if you'd like to do that, I can get to you. It's a 10-day turnaround time. I think I'm at 11 right now. All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on with Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius this week. Sneak peek for this week for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Your intuition is on fire. Got the Queen of Cups. I feel like your intuition, it's coming up as the first card out, and the first card out is the thing that's on your mind. So you are probably someone who is very intuitive, maybe very psychic. You could be someone who is a light worker. Maybe you are a medium, a psychic. Maybe you are someone who reads cards. But the High Priestess is someone who is keeping to themselves, who is connected to the universe, connected to themselves, holder of mysteries, not really saying much. I feel like somebody here wants to reconnect with you, Aquarius. The Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. It feels like either you're coming out of lack or no longer feeling in lack, but it does feel like a reconnection to me, someone that you've been disconnected from. We do have the Queen of Cups here. It could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It just could be an indication that you're reconnecting to the self-love, possibly. Take it as it resonates. You're reconnecting to self-love. That's what it could be too. We do have Judgment either way, no matter what it is. I feel like the Judgment's telling me that it's going to change your life. Whatever this is, if it's a reconnection to a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or a Virgo, possibly, Judgment is here to say that whatever decision you make is going to change the trajectory of your life. It's a big decision that you're making here. You've been thinking about this over and over again. It's an obsessive thought of, I need to make a decision about what path I'm taking. We do have the Ace of Swords. You're up in your head. Excuse me. You are up in your head, my friend, trying to get clarity, trying to figure it out. It feels like you feel something in the distance, which could be love, deep love, psychic love. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. We have the Hierophant. Reconnecting to the spiritual self. Somebody here is repairing themselves. We have the Five of Swords. Tell me more for Aquarius, please. Page of Wands. Yep, you are getting some sort of communication. So I feel like somebody here is fighting their feelings. That's what it feels like here. So we do have Piscean energy. We have Taurus energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It does feel like you might be getting a message from a Taurus. It could be, it doesn't have to be. But it feels like this person is someone that you have a rocky relationship with. It's like you have a lot of feelings for them. You have a lot of deep feelings for them. But there are times when you go in and out of being disconnected, then they reconnect. And it feels like they don't give you a whole lot of stability. I want to say with the Hierophant here and the High Priestess that there is a very psychic, very, very energetic connection here. And if you're wondering why you can't get them out of your energy, that's why. The High Priestess and the Hierophant have a connection in the 5D. they are already committed to each other energetically, and that's why you can't let this person go. That being said, things are very different as they come into the 3D, right? With the Five of Pentacles. It feels like somebody here, the Hierophant, can't decide what they want to do. Do they want the commitment? Do they not? It feels like they come in and out of your life and there's no rhyme or reason. The Page of Wands never makes a plan. The Page of Wands is staring at the Hierophant. And although the Hierophant is the one who's stable and moves slow and very, someone who's very grounded and dependable, someone who has a lot of spiritual knowledge, they're a spiritual teacher. This person is someone who's maybe connected from their gut, disconnected from their gut, disconnected from their intuition, and it lends a little bit of energy of being impulsive. Yeah, things are very different in the 5D than they are in the 3D, right? We've got it all covered, in the 5D where we don't have to deal with 3D things, and then all of a sudden we get in the 3D and it gets complicated. We've got the Five of Cups. Somebody's fighting their feelings here. Sorry, not the Five of Cups, but the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. So we have somebody who's fighting their feelings here. Tell me about this. They might be fighting their feelings because they feel like there is a very, like this to me is irreconcilable differences, or it's a very fundamental difference specifically. And these two are very different, right? The High Priestess is the one that deals in the esoterics, the one who is on their own spiritual path, that they connect with Source. They don't need a priest. They don't need a minister. They don't need the middleman. This High Priestess is the one that connects directly to Source and is always in that company. But also someone who's quite mysterious and maybe holding back and not saying anything. So I feel like there is that you've also been holding back from the Hierophant here. And the difference here is that your person could be religious and you're spiritual, because this is someone who's following the words of a book, someone who's following tradition. Somebody said something hundreds of years ago and they're following that to the letter. Somebody who doesn't really want to go outside of their belief system, and you are the person who challenges their belief system. So the Five of Swords could be this energy of, we can't reconcile this. I'm religious, you're spiritual, you're in the esoterics, and my religion says that your esoterics is evil. Could be a fundamental difference of the way we see the world. Tell me about the Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups. We have the Artist, and the Artist is in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands. And the King of Pentacles. So the thing is this, is with the Artist in the reverse, it feels like somebody here cannot see into the future. The Artist, when it's in the upright, is somebody who is, they are a vessel of creation, right? They're someone who's creating their own life. And it feels like somebody here is stuck. They feel like they can't paint their own picture. They can't be someone who is thinking freely. It feels like there is a difference of opinion here, and it feels like somebody here won't allow the other person to think freely. You won't allow me to paint my own world. We do have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands tells me we're almost over the finish line with the King of Pentacles, that we can have stability here, but there has to be some sort of an understanding here, Aquarius, that you need to let me be who I'm going to be, or we cannot be together in the 3D. We have the Knight of Wands. So it does feel like somebody here is making an impulsive decision to come forward here. The Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. Somebody doesn't know if they're going to get reciprocal energy or if they're going to get any justice here. Somebody's going to attempt to bring karmic justice into this. Whether you give me reciprocity or not, I feel like I need to have the truth come out. We need to talk about the things that bother us. The Justice here holds a sword, and then we have the Five of Swords. That's 6. So we're going to talk about this and possibly just move on from each other. Stability is right around the corner. And I feel like this whole situation will stabilize. Tell me about this Hierophant that is coming with this message. You're about to receive some sort of a message, Aquarius. Could be from a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. Could be from a fire sign, an earth sign, a Libra. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody is communicating with you here. Yeah, so quick communication after a very long time of not speaking with this person, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is here. Somebody feels like they're just going to show up in your world and say, hey, if we reconnect, can we talk about this? Is there anything left here? Is the Ace of Pentacles still viable? Tell me about this Page of Wands. No, I don't think it's still viable for you. The Five of Cups is here. The Eight of Swords, it's like you're stuck in your mind with you can't stop forgetting how this how this person hurt you when they took off, when they cut out last time, which left you in the Five of Pentacles, right? Page of Swords is here. I think it's a realization that this person does nothing but have you stuck in your mind. This person's going to try and convince you to be the student. They're going to try and convince you to stop thinking about the esoterics, to stop being the high priestess, and to follow them. This is the Page of Swords, and when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and we've got the student and we've got the Hierophant. And so I feel like this person, the Hierophant, feels like you are the student. The truth is, you're bossed up in your own energy. You're nobody's student. You're also the teacher. So it's like when the Hierophant shows up, if it is to do with religion, it's somebody who won't get out of the box of religion. It's somebody who thinks they have all the answers because they're written in a book from hundreds of years ago. And you already know the answers because you connect to the universe to get those answers. You don't need the middleman. But this person, that's the fundamental difference here. This person wants you to follow them. They want to have a long-term relationship, but look, there's some things they're not telling you. And the truth is they want you to convert. They want you to abandon the way that you think about the world and your ideas about the world, religion, spirituality, all of that. They want you to abandon all that to follow them because they're not following you. The Taurus energy is too very much on their path, too stubborn to make a change to do that. All right. Here we go, Pisces. This is you, my lovely water crew. I'm your Pisces moon sister. I got 2 fishes in my moon sign. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private reading, Pisces, please look below this video. Click on the word more. You will be able to sign up over at Wizio. Lickety split. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. What's coming up this week? This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Woo! There's only 2 signs this week that did not get a tower. This is a week of change, Pisces. It certainly is. Someone who you have not heard from in a long time is going to cause a tower and bring in some sort of a message. There's a realization here, somebody who has been concealing themselves from you or not being honest with you about their feelings or about something. Let's figure it out. I'm saying feelings because we have the Knight of Cups here. We have Scorpio energy here. The Tower is here to reveal something to you. It's going to be revealed to you possibly in a message. We have the Temperance card here. Temperance energy is one of being patient, one of healing, balance, trying to find the balance between the 3D world and the water world, right? Your world, which is the world of energy movement here. This is someone that you've already had an ending with, someone that betrayed you, someone that you felt like they just cut out. They didn't even care. They didn't care how you felt. This person is coming in to communicate with you this week. You might get a text from them. Someone who hurt you really badly. It feels like you had to heal from that. You spent some time healing from that, trying to find your balance once again here, Pisces. We do have the Six of Cups. This is someone that you're having a hard time pulling away from energetically because they are a soulmate. It's somebody that you have history with, someone that you've known for years, maybe in a last life. Possibly they've been following you around for a while. Tell me about this Tower, please. What's going to be revealed to Pisces? I feel like when this person shows up, you're going to slam the door, and it's going to be for real this time. I feel like you've been allowing them to come in and out of your energy because the Page of Wands is here. You've been allowing them to kind of, when they text you, you talk with them a little bit. You don't tell them to go away. You don't block them. You don't do any of that because I feel like they're a soulmate, and you, although they betrayed you and hurt you badly, that you chat with them now and then. And I don't think it's in-depth talking. I think it's like, hey, how are you? Been thinking about you today. And then you go on your way and you don't hear from them again for months. I feel like when the Tower falls here, it's a realization that you have to shut this door. You finally have to achieve the silence. You have to shut the door and board it up. So whatever is from the past can't follow you forward here. So I feel like the change, the upheaval, something is going to shock you, and it might be that this person connects with you after a long while of not being connected to you. Look at that. The Five of Pentacles is here. And so this person has just left you in complete silence and disconnection. And it's time to stop this. Because I feel like every time they come back into your life, Pisces, they rip open the wound. You're allowing them to rip open the wound. This person is a page. You know, they're doing their thing. They're not planning anything. They're just coming in and out of your life, and they feel like they can just crash into your life whenever they want to. We do have the... Sorry, got to get a censoring crystal here. We do have the Page. The Page of Cups, so it's a surprise, right? This person might send you some sort of an affectionate message, like I haven't heard from you, I haven't seen you in a while. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please. What do we need to know about the Page of Wands? It is the Page of Wands that hurt you. And you know, the thing is the Page of Wands isn't really all that self-aware. They're not planning anything. They're just in it for the fun. We have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like the way they betrayed you is that they went silent on you. They could have just ghosted you, just pulled their energy away. Quickly and harshly. Yep, quickly and harshly, the Death card shows up. So it feels like it was like, boom, like that. It's like one day you were talking, and then all of a sudden they text you and said, you know what, I don't think this is working. I don't think we can do this anymore. And you never heard from them after that. But it feels like every once in a while they pop up. And they don't give you any indication about why or when, but they just pop up. We have the Eight of Wands, and then there's messages going back and forth. So I feel like even after the ending here, that you're still willing to speak with them. Why is that? I think it's because of this. I think it's because you can't let go of the energy because they're a soulmate. And this is the problem with getting into a relationship before you know somebody is healed or not. Because soulmates are supposed to be a really easy relationship. And this person could be a soulmate, but someone who's not healed. Someone who's acting out as the Page of Wands. Someone who feels like the rules don't apply to them and they don't have to plan for anything, that you're just going to let them in and out of your life whenever you want. Whenever they want. But I feel like the hard part of it is that you are connected to them from other lives, or that you do have a lot of history with them, and it's really tough. This could be a childhood friend. This could be someone who's in your family. Maybe it's someone who's toxic that's in your family, someone who really hurt you, but it feels like it could be love as well for some of you, with the Queen of Cups showing up here. I feel like you have big love for this person, but I feel like they're sort of immature, I want to say. We've got children here. We've got a child here. It feels like that this person is really immature in the way that they handled you. We have the Two of Swords. It's time, I feel, for you to block this person. We have the Three of Cups, or they're just going to keep coming back. So it's your decision. Ultimately, it always is, right? It's your decision. I feel like you still have feelings for this person. We have the Two of Cups here. That you still have feelings for this person, and that you leave the door open because you're hoping that they're going to come back healed. Eventually, you're hoping they're going to come back healed. But the truth is, what they do is they do this abrupt movement of, you know, you don't hear from them for months, maybe a couple of months. You don't hear from them 3 months, and then all of a sudden they pop up again. And they reintroduce the pain, the betrayal, they duck in and out of your life, and they do it so quickly that it hurts again. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and the Temperance, please. Yeah, this person brought you to your knees, friend. They sent you into healing. You were barely in balance. Because I don't think that they'll show you their feelings. That's the thing. We've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they won't show you their feelings. The thing is I feel like this person is going to talk about their feelings when they come in this next time. They're going to talk about their feelings, say that they miss you. It feels like there is, that they hold back their feelings, but it feels like it's almost like they're going to crack the door open and give you a little bit of a look into how they feel about you. But I feel like it just goes into the same cycle again. That whatever they did brought you to your knees and you finally healed from it. You finally got your balance again after the healing, but the healing took a long time. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. We have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like you're just going to be honest with them. Look, I don't need you. And I feel like you could be dealing with someone, first of all, who is a Leo. Could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Could be somebody who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I feel like your energy here is the Queen of Wands. I feel like what you're doing is you've decided independently you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy independently. You don't need this person in your life. You never did. You're independent. You know what you're doing. You'll get what you want. And what you want is your happiness. I feel like this is how you tune them in. You're going to tune them in. You're going to bring this information to the forefront and say, look, if we're dealing in pages here, let me just be honest with you right now. I don't need you. You don't make me happy. You never did make me happy. It feels like this person keeps coming at you because you're physically attractive. And I feel like you're physically attracted to them also. I feel like way back there somewhere, you were very attracted to the Page of Wands, somebody who just kind of, came into your life, gave you a bunch of desirable physical connection, told you were beautiful, maybe spent some money on you, and then they were gone. And I feel like this will go on forever if you allow it to. So it's up to you. The World card is here. It's up to you to shut the door on the Five of Pentacles. Don't allow them to do this to you again. It's going to shock them. The Page of Cups is here. It's going to shock them that you say no, that you are not going to deal with them anymore. But I feel like it's the best thing for you. But of course, all decisions are always yours, right? All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Pisces, for coming here and watching. I'm going to put that other Pisces reading up here at the end of this video so you can take a look if you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I love you all if you made it up to here. I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. Bye-bye.